catch up, all right? We're gonna start off first with just doing a simple warm up here. I wanna first start off with some lunge stretches. So it's just gonna be this set up here. I want you just to lunge out wide, starting with the left leg. Then I want you to just drive your elbow down to the floor. So wherever is comfortable for you, just so you can feel that hamstring stretch. I want you to get down there and just sit at the bottom of that stretch for a little bit. Good. And then we'll switch over to the, now we're gonna go with the right leg first. We're going to my last little bit of info here.
Turn up my volume.
Perfect, there we go.
There.
When you're trying to drive that elbow to the floor, just think again, like whatever is comfortable. If you just want to put both palms on the ground and lean into the lunge, that's fine too. It's just whatever is good for you and whatever is preferable. All right, so from there, we're gonna go ahead and switch up. We're gonna do what we call inchworms. So you're gonna stand up. First, you're just gonna hinge the hip. You're gonna come down and touch your toes. Then you're gonna walk your hands forward until you get to the top of a plank. You're just gonna lower yourself slowly and get into a nice back bend stretch. So when you're here, you can look over your left shoulder. You can look over the right shoulder. Go back into a downward dog and then just walk your hands back. Nice and slow, and then come up very slowly. You can take your time with these as well, Nancy. Don't worry about rushing through them. This is all just part of the warm-up process, all right?
Okay.
There you go. A really good full body stretch as well, just to kind of help loosen you up. And notice if anything is feeling particularly really tight and you want to spend some extra time there, maybe at the bottom of a stretch, you can always do that and extend the stretch a little bit longer. So we're just going to focus on doing 5 here. There we go, good. Nice and slow there. After you're done with your 5th one, we're just gonna go into 3 things here for 15 reps each. So you can do high knees. You can either do them like this here quickly, or you can just do one at a time. Nice high drive. You're gonna do 15 there. Then you're gonna do 15 butt kickers. You can either do them standing here, or you can go a little bit faster. And then after that, we're just gonna do some jumping jacks for 15, okay? Just to try and get the heart rate going a little bit. And then we hopefully will build up some kind of little mini sweat, and then we'll get ready to jump into the work, okay? All right, so we're starting off first just with high knees here. We're gonna do 15. And then butt kickers. And straighten the jumping jacks. All right, good. We're gonna repeat that one more time. So high knees, butt kickers, and then jumping jacks, all right? 15 for all 3, okay? All right, and then one last time, we'll try and make this our fastest one. So high knees, butt kickers, jumping jacks, one last time, all right? Here we go, 15. Whew, there we go. Hopefully your heart rate's up a little bit. Perfect, okay. So we're gonna get started with our first workout.
I have two of them for you. The first one's gonna be about 15 minutes long. Then the next one's gonna be about 10 minutes. And then we'll just go into some cool down and some stretching, okay? So I wanna go over the first thing with you. The first workout, do you happen to have a chair that you can use for like a single leg? Perfect. You're all prepared. I love it. All right. So what we're going to do first is single leg split squats. So you can use that chair that you have there. I'm going to use my couch here behind me. You're going to place your front leg or back leg rather here. I'm going to start with the left leg. All I want you to do is dip so that that back knee touches the ground. You don't have to worry about getting it all the way to the floor. If it feels a little uncomfortable, you can always just go as low as you're comfortable. But you're gonna do 5 on the left leg, then you're gonna switch, and then you're gonna do 5 on the opposite leg for a total of 10. Then after that, we're gonna be doing 10 jump lunges. So you're gonna be standing nice and tall, you're gonna jump bottom of that lunge, and then switch to the other side. If for whatever reason this has like any issues with your joints, you can always just step back for the lunge, drive the knee up, step back, and then drive the knee up high. So let me know whichever you prefer. And then after you're done with those, we're gonna be doing 15 just air squats here. So keeping the chest up nice and tall, making sure our knees are tracking out over the toes, and try not to let them come inside, all right? So it's just those 3 exercises. What we're gonna do is we'll have a timer set for 3 minutes. So basically, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to try and get those 3 exercises done. If you finish them in under 3 minutes, all the rest of the time is for you to rest. So every 3 minutes, we're just going to keep this thing moving. We're going to do this 5 times for a total of 15. So again, 5 on the right, 5 on the left, 10 jumping air squat, or lunges rather, and then 15 air squats, okay? Do you have any questions for me in terms of what else you maybe want to do or any mods that you might want?
No, it sounds good. I have it on mute because the dog is playing with its toy.
Oh, perfect. I know. I always have to put mine in the room because if not, he'd be like running all over the place trying to play with me. All right, Nancy, let's go ahead and get ourselves set up here. I have my timer here, so I'll let you know how much time is left and all that good stuff, okay? All right, here we go. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. All right, we are on the clock. 5 on the right and 5 on the left.
I have to take the dog out.
Go for it, don't worry. I'll pause the time for you.
Normally he leaves me alone, but today no.
Today he just saw you having so much fun. He wanted to have fun.
Yeah.
There we go. That's not too bad. So it's like a 1-to-1 ratio, Russ. We're at about 1:30 seconds here. So you get another 1:30 to kind of slow it down, to catch your breath. But now for this next one, we're going to go up in reps, a couple more, okay? So instead of 5, we're going to be doing 6 each side. And then we're going to be doing 15 jumping lunges and then 20 air squats, okay?
Okay.
You kind of have that base mark now. For that first one, it takes about 1.5 minutes. So you want to see if you can kind of keep it as close to that or just slightly over if possible, all right?
Okay.
We got 60 seconds before we go into the next one. Always a good opportunity to grab a little bit of water. and breathe. What's your dog's name, Nancy?
Well, that's my daughter's dog. We're puppy sitting. His name is Theo.
Oh, that's always nice.
He's a sheepadoodle. He's
Oh,
huge.
those are adorable. I've always wanted a Labradoodle. They're like the best dogs ever. They're so curly. They're like big teddy bears.
Yep, he is.
All right, here we go. 20 seconds. And remember, we're upping the reps. We're doing 6 on each side. And then we're going to be doing 15 lunges, jump lunges, and then 20 air squats.
Okay.
That was our first round. We got 4 more to go. All right, let's get ourselves set up here. In 3, 2, 1. We're starting all over again. Here we go.
Oh, was that 15 or 20?
It's going to be 20 air squats. We're doing 15 jump lunges. All right. Starting to build up a little bit there. So it's a little shorter break. We only have about 40 seconds now. So these times are going to start to add up and add up. So now I want to throw in 2 more, just starting off with the split lunges, okay? So we're going to do 8 and 8. Then the other 2 exercises are going to stay the same. So 8, 8, 15 jump lunges, and then 20 air squats, okay? All right. We got about 10 seconds. It's going to get harder and harder to keep it under 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 8 lunges here for each leg. You're doing a great job there, Nancy. Make sure you try to lean the core back a little bit so that you're sitting up nice and tall. Good, right there. Whew, good work. Catch your breath there, catch your breath. Same, it was about 40 seconds of rest. Nice job, though. You doing all right so far?
I'm
All right.
not very flexible, so I don't go very low, but never have.
That's all right. It's whatever works best for you. So as long as when you get to the depth of that squat, especially for the lunge, as long as you're just working that muscle going down here, the depth is okay. It's just all relative to whatever is comfortable for you.
Okay.
All right. We got 3. We got 2 more of these to go. All right. So now we're going to try and push it a little bit more. This is going to be the last increase that we had in the last two, okay? So we're gonna do 10 lunges each leg. Then same thing, 15 jumping air lunges, and then 20 air squats, okay? It's the last change I'm gonna do on you, I promise. All right, here we go, Nancy. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're doing 10. Legs are starting to burn. All right. Nice job. It was a little bit faster there. We'll get a little bit longer of a break. So we got about a minute here to rest.
Okay.
Whenever your heart rate goes up, I say this a lot in my classes, you always want to just try to take big deep breaths into the nose, out the mouth, just so you keep your core engaged here. All right, last ones. What do you think? Nancy, you want to try and go up one more time?
Sure, whatever.
I like that. All right, so we'll do 10 and 10 on each side. And then instead, we're going to do 20 jump lunges. And we'll do 30 air squats for the last one.
Okay.
All right? So 10, 10, 20, 30. We got about 30 seconds left here.
Okay. I'm going to text my daughter really fast. She's going on the trail for a 4-day backpack trip.
Oh, awesome. Where is she backpacking?
Out of Enterprise, Oregon.
Oh, it's beautiful up there. Is she living in Oregon right now?
Pardon?
Is she living in Oregon right now?
No, they're living in San Diego.
Oh, awesome.
But they're, because she's going to school. But they're just up there visiting.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're going to do isolation in the wilderness.
The best way to do it. All right, Nancy, in 3, 2, 1, our last set. 10 lunges on each leg, 20 jump lunges, and then 30 air squats. Thirty air squats to close. I'm starting to burn my legs. There you go, Nancy. Good job. Here you go. Just a few more. Nice job. Nice job. There you go. Good job. Good job. A little air high five for you. There you go. All right. I'll give you about a minute or two just so you can catch your breath. And by you, I mean me. Just going to grab a little bit of more water here. All right. Before our next workout, it's going to be 10 minutes on just a running clock. So we're going to be working for the full time, full 10 minutes. I want you to try and do as many rounds and as many reps of the exercises as you can in those 10 minutes. All right, so you and I are both going to be working at whatever pace is comfortable for about 10 minutes. So it's 4 exercises. We're going to be doing the first 3 exercises that kind of build off of each other. It's going to be for upper body arm strength. So if you need to break these up to take a bit of a rest, by all means, you definitely can. Then the last exercise is going to be for your core. So actually more, it's like a mix. But we're starting off with 20 mountain climbers. We're going to do 10 push-ups, then 10 plank push-ups. Then we're going to roll over onto our back and we're going to do 25 sit-ups. So those 4 exercises, as many rounds and reps as you can for 10 minutes. So for those mountain climbers, I just want to make sure that you keep your shoulder stacked on top of the wrist. I don't want your hands out here. I want you to be nice and straight, locked in. You can either step here, trying to drive that knee to touch the elbow, or you can go a little bit faster. The one thing I don't want is for your hips to come up here. I want it to stay low in a nice straight line. So after you're done, try to keep your hands in that same position and then straight for those push-ups. The one thing I want to make sure that you're doing for those push-ups as well is keeping your elbows tucked in. So if you look straight on here, my elbows aren't flaring up. They're close to the torso. So I see a lot of people doing push-ups like this. It puts a lot of pressure on your joints and your wrist and your elbows. So instead of going here, I want you to turn your elbows in so that they're close to your torso, okay?
I have a hard time doing that because I had double rotator cuff surgery. So mine are kind of out because I'm frozen.
Fine. So if,
I'll try.
no, that's fine. If you rotate your hands and you find that it gives you relief up here for those rotators, that's totally okay. Just the one thing is, I don't want you to have to go too quickly then, because if you go here, you're putting a lot of body weight pressure on those elbows. So you can go a little bit slower. I don't mind if you do that though.
Okay.
Also, if during the workout, you want to drop down to your knees for your push-ups as well, you can definitely do that too. I just want you to...
I probably will go to my knees.
Of course, and that's fine. I just want to make sure that you're just moving. So
Yeah.
we're just cleaning up that chest and then our arms as well. So after we're done with those 10 push-ups, we're going to do 10 plank push-ups. So staying in that same push-up position, you're going to drop down to your forearms and then back up to the plank. That counts as 1. So when you come down, come back up, that counts as 1. The one thing that I want to make sure that you're doing is switching which arm you push up with. So see, for example, here I go down with my left arm first, and then I push up with my left arm. So for the next one, I'm going to go down with the right, with the right. So a lot of times, I always see people just pushing with whatever dominant arm they have. So just keep that in mind. Always make sure you switch up your hands. Then the last exercise, just traditional sit-ups. We're just going to go onto our back, whatever is comfortable for you, whichever style, whichever variation. You can come up here. I usually just come up and try to tap the outsides of my ankle. If you'd like, you can put the bottoms of your feet together, put your arms through and touch your toes. Again, whatever is more comfortable for you, whatever range of motion works for you, okay? So,
Okay.
just that quick recap, 20 mountain climbers, 10 push-ups, 10 plank push-ups, then we're rolling over onto our backs for 25 sit-ups. I'm just gonna do a 10-minute running clock for you, okay?
Great.
All right, you good to go?
I am.
Oh, sweaty, I'm like a mess already, so.
Me too.
You're gonna see me get super sweaty now. All right. All right, Nancy, here we go. 10-minute clock will start in 3, 2, 1. We are on the clock. Let's get to work. There you go. Already on your sit-ups. Good job, Nancy.
Ten sit-ups?
Sorry?
10 sit-ups?
Maybe 25 sit-ups.
Oh, 25. Okay, sorry.
That was a good little way for me to sneak in a break. More going to be a marathon. It's not really a sprint. Just want you to find that pace, whatever works for you. Try to keep your breaks to a minimum. 10, 20-second rest. Just enough, a little bit of water, and then right back. Whew. There you go, Nancy. Good job. We're about 4 minutes in. We got 6 minutes to go. Plenty of time.
Whew.
There you go. Good job. So now the challenge becomes if I can keep that pace. So it's been about 5 minutes. We did our 2 rounds there. So let's see if we can try and get at least 2 more rounds before time is called. So we're halfway, okay? Halfway there. There you go.
6 minutes in. We're almost there, Nancy. Almost there. Most of the time, I'm going to be talking to you, but it's kind of like I'm talking to myself. I was like, gotta keep going. Just got to keep going. All right, where are we here? 7.5 minutes. We're getting closer, getting closer. How those push-ups feeling, Nancy? Are they okay for your shoulders?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good to hear. We're almost there, almost there. Got about 90 seconds left here. Let's try to finish up this last one. Last 60 seconds of work, and we're done. And in 3, 2, 1. That is time. Did you get all your sit-ups?
Yes.
Perfect. I was like right on time. We timed that out perfectly. Awesome job. How do you feel?
Good. Wobbly, but good.
How are your arms?
They're what's wobbly.
It's good for sure. It's a lot of pressure on the upper body, just like holding yourself up, then moving and then getting the push-up. All of it back to back really builds up a lot of strength. But you just kept it moving. Good job, Nancy. I'll let you grab a little bit of water, and then we'll just go into a quick stretch, and then I'll cut you loose, all right?
Okay.
All right. So I want to start off first just by stretching out the lower body a little bit. So I want you to open up your feet just outside of your shoulders. You're gonna take a big deep breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hip, dive down, and let your fingertips just touch the floor. If you're comfortable, you can put your palms on the ground if you like as well. More just a passive stretch. You don't have to worry about pushing your knees back to lock them. You can have a soft bend. I just want you to use the weight of your head and your body to help come down and stretch. And let's walk our hands over to the right side here. You can put your hands on your shin, on your ankle, reach for your toes, whatever's comfortable for you. And now let's walk our hands over to that left side, ankle, shin, or toe. Let's come back to the middle, and we're just going to come up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Then we're going to bring our feet together. If you want to find something, like I'm going to use my couch for a little bit of balance, we're just going to do a quad stretch here. So grab that left ankle, sit up tall. When you're doing these from the front view, you want to try to keep your knees as close together as you can. Don't let them kind of flare out this way. Nice and tall there. Good. I'm like trying to lower my heart rate as fast as I can. Switch to you ever get into that or any exercise or even during a run, it's just really good to do. When you feel like you're starting to breathe exclusively from your mouth too much, just try to stop yourself and take big deep breaths. Like in through the nose, nice and slow out the mouth. Because if you can control your diaphragm, especially, makes such a big difference. We'll go ahead and let that one go. Now we'll have both feet together. Same thing here. Take a big deep breath. Hinge at the hip. Just dive down over your toes. Well, it doesn't have to be active, so don't worry about pushing the knees to keep them locked. Let's go ahead and hug our elbows. I just want you to rock slowly, the left to right, just to help stretch out the lower back a little bit. Let's come out of that again, nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time. I want to make sure we stretch out our shoulders a little bit and our wrists, especially after all the plank movement and that explosiveness. So with the right hand, I want you to stick it out with your fingertips pointing down. Then with your left hand, I want you to grab the fingertips. I want you to pull them back towards you, so it's going to look kind of like this. So I want you to pull those fingertips like you're trying to get them to point back at your torso. You should feel that stretch all right here in the wrist. Whenever you're sitting down, you do a lot of writing, or you do a lot of work on a laptop or a keyboard, it's a really good stretch just to help open up the wrist a little bit. Let's switch to the other hand. I find myself doing this a lot. There we go. And hopefully you've got your breathing under control again.
Yes.
Perfect. Good. All right, you can go ahead and let that go. Now we're going to take the right arm, bring it across our chest. We're going to hook it with the left. Just like you're giving that arm a hug, you want to feel that stretch on the outside here of that right shoulder. Big deep breaths. So let's switch to the other side. Nice rotation of the wrist. Whew, you can let that stretch go. And we are done and dusted for the day. Awesome work, Nancy. Thank you so much for the class.
Thank you. It's kind of intimidating being the only one.
No, not at all. I don't ever want you to think that. It sounded nice. It's like a personal training session for you.
Yeah, nice. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course, of course. I'm really glad you had a good time. And take care of yourself out there, Nancy, all right? And I hope to see you in the studio soon, okay?
Bye-bye.
All righty. Have a great day. Bye-bye.